Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here with two rock stars of recruitment, John Sullivan, aka Keith Richards, and Kevin Wheeler, aka Mick Jagger, although maybe Charlie Blight's not
I'm
sure.
a rock star, he's rock bottom.
So, and I put to these guys a simple question. I'm going to ask Mr. Dr. John Sullivan to go first. John, if you're not a Google, if you're not an Apple, if you're a smaller company, yet you want to recruit the same quality of staff that would go to Google or Apple, what would you advise a company to do?
Well, I advise firms all the time in this area. So I'd start with, look at Facebook. Top ranked firm when it comes to recruiting. They're 6 years old and 3 years from the IPO. So you can go from nobody cares to really high on the I want to work there list really quickly to do the right things. So I always start with data driven. You have to go out and talk to the people and say, you said yes, why? You said no. You wouldn't consider Google, you wouldn't consider a startup, whatever it happened to be. So you talk to people that said no and find out why. Well, it turns out Google loses literally thousands of people a year to startups. And so you survey them and say, why would you pick a startup? And so it turns out they want to do the best work of their life. They want freedom, they want to make decisions, they want to have impact, but the most important thing we found was they want to build stuff from scratch. And Google can't offer that. And so if you said you can build something from scratch, we'll give you freedom, we'll give you this, you can hire anyone. So I don't know, the Army is one of the best recruiting machines in the world, and you die. It's a shit job. So you have to find people that either like that kind of work or that what they want, and I have found top performers, innovators, totally different, 5 times the value of an average person if they're doing the best work of their life, if they're doing a high impact. And if you go to Glassdoor or anything, if you look at Apple and Facebook, the reason why their employees work here, it's I'm doing the best work of my life and I'm changing the world.
Kevin, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I pretty much agree with John. I think that, the way you compete is only one of 2 ways. You have to either offer them significantly greater amount of money, which sometimes might work, or you have to offer them an opportunity to do something that they've never done before, which is really what John is saying. Start from scratch, go to a startup, do something very different that appeals to them emotionally and intellectually. So I think we're vastly in agreement.
Gentlemen, thank you.